Hi Carolyn, it's Lindsay. I'm going to go ahead and critique your first week images. I'm sorry if you hear some children in the background. This is the only time I've got to do it and they're all home from school, so pardon if you hear a few cries. Okay, so your first shot, this is a great one of dramatic lighting. I am super impressed that this is still focused with what you had your shutter speed at. That's incredible. So I think that's really amazing. I think it looks awesome. On your edit, again, it still looks good. It's nice and bright through here. I agree with Summer on it that I would have liked to have seen maybe this just a bit darker, just for that more dramatic effect. And I don't think it was necessary for you to get rid of the couch here, or whatever that is, the chair. I think it's nice to see what he's leaning on, so that we're not, like, you know, wondering where he's at, I guess. So I don't think that was necessary. I think it looks all right in the black and white as well with that edit. But again, I'm one for kind of like seeing the background and where they're at. So and that's just a personal opinion, just something to think about, I guess. But yeah, it's still a really great shot, and again, impressed with the focus on that shutter speed. That's amazing. Okay, and your next one up here with it, which is the backlight. So I totally know what it's like when you don't really have you know, much to choose from as far as locations can go. And I actually think that this location is not bad. My only thing about this is that she's got this, you know, this bar kind of going right through her head here, and so I would have either had, like, if you could have shot it from a different angle so that you could avoid having to worry about this, you know, this rail right here, cutting the length off essentially. And that it is overexposed, and I can tell that it was in the edit. It was something that you couldn't quite pull back on. There's just quite a bit of like faintness here on the side here, and her shirt where we've lost some detail. And I think if you had maybe bumped your aperture up a little bit, that could have saved it a little bit more. And even to avoid that line kind of going into her head, if you had shot it from this angle, and maybe not quite on the side, so that oh, that's difficult to explain, but so that if this was more her background and it was more being shot at this way, so that this wasn't directly behind her, if that makes sense, that this railing wasn't directly behind her. You could have got a little bit more of the backlight on her and avoided some of that overexposure. So that's what I would have done, you know, maybe next time. It's like almost there, you know, it's almost there. So so great job. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. And your next shot, your flare. Okay, so this is so sweet, and I love the colors in this. It's very like springy, and I love the bit of bokeh here and over here, and I love the flare coming through. I'm a real you know, when we talk about flare and sun flare, I really like to actually see some kind of like flare, some kind of sun ray. So I really like that about this image. It's definitely not quite as focused, you know, as I would like it to be, as sharp, I guess, you know, in through her face. I would love to really see the definition in her lashes, and as I bring it up, I can see that it is a bit soft. It's nothing horrible, you know, it's, but, and I still think it's sweet enough that I probably would show it to a client. But I would be concerned about the sharpness in through here, because I can see it's far more sharp here than it is here. So when you recompose, that would have been something to really focus on, were her lashes. And obviously with kids, and they're so fast, it's not an easy thing to do. But it's still really great, and it's even sweet in black and white. But I have to say, I love the color. I really, really like the color. It's got that real kind of warmy spring look to it. So fabulous job this week, and we will be looking forward to your images next week. Have a good one and have fun. Bye.